Hello, one and all, and welcome to Gaming News. Today, beep, 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 we got some important news for you. Actually, some very important news, and that is, well, more Sony PlayStation and what's going on with them, because this is freaking horrible. I know what you're thinking. Sony firing people, it couldn't possibly be bad. Maybe their contracts were up, but that's the thing. If a contract is up, there is no need for information for firing an individual. Their contract is just up. However, this is a multitude of people. They weren't given specific numbers, but they said it was a large number of people were let go, according to this article. And I honestly find this to be pretty freaking, crazy, because they're not even talking about. Nobody is talking about this. They're all just talking about the PS5. And someone was actually able to, release some information here. And, I guess not release information, but in a way speak out about it. It said outspoken on Twitter, but it was deleted, later deleted. Obviously, they were probably told to delete that, or something bad would happen to them, possibly. I mean, why else will they delete it? But it says, I hate that this is going to be drowned out by the hashtag PS5 announcement. And that is absolutely true. Where I obtained my information, N4G. N4G is a source where a lot of different groups of people, even articles and things of that nature, where they talk about it. They talk about every single thing that's coming out. There's been stuff from IGN, I think from GameSpot, Kotaku, I don't know, a bunch of different outlets, right? And no one is talking about this. Everyone's just talking about the PS5 announcement. That's it. That is honestly all they're talking about. That, and of course, what's going on with Blizzard Activision, which we'll get into after this. But if you don't know, a lot of things have been kind of occurring through PlayStation. First, the guy from PlayStation, American PlayStation, I believe the vice president or something like that, he's gone. He stepped down, or he's no longer there. So there's speculation there whether maybe he didn't agree with things, the way Sony was running things, or the direction that they were going to go, or possibly he did something. There's a lot of speculation on that. But then right after that, more news was kind of released, where, Sony was, in a way, trying to cover that up as well, where they just said, okay, you know what? Hey, PlayStation Now is $10, and here's, some more stuff about it. Focus on this and not on that. And that's why I think it's basically they're just trying to cover it up. Trying to cover up something so that we don't get the information. No one asked why. I saw a article on Kotaku, and similar other people just mention it. That's it. They don't ask why. Why is he leaving? What's going on? What's the reason for him leaving? They just say, oh, okay, this is it. This is all we're going to tell you. And it's like, what? I mean, we want to know. I mean, they don't have to tell us, because they're not telling us anything. But, I mean, the fact that all these supposed, gaming outlets, supposed news reporters, for gamers, gaming information, they have nothing to really say about this, nothing to actually question about this. There's no journalists asking about this, which is so ridiculous. There's, no one questioning anything that's occurring, because then right after him leaving, of course, someone else is retiring. He, of course, is, I believe, they kind of mentioned, like, oh, he's 60 years old, so he's retiring. He's been with us in PlayStation as well for a long time. Something is definitely seems up, that it's like, okay, so he's leaving, and now this guy is, retiring. I mean, he is old, but there's a lot of people who pretty much stay in the business for even probably longer time. So it seems kind of weird, especially just how they're kind of back to back. And then, of course, PlayStation coming out with more information on the PlayStation 5, which is kind of, trying to cover things up so that people focus more on that, just by saying, hey, you know what? Here's the PlayStation 5. It's coming out this day, next year, fall 20, or holiday 2020. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course we knew, but that was just to get the minds off of, those things. But then guess what? More and more started. I mean, something else just happened, of course, with this firing. You're firing a multitude of people, and they're just kind of wondering, well, what the hell are we going to do here? But of course, Xbox, Microsoft coming to the rescue and telling them, hey, we're hiring in Seattle. We have a lot of positions, and feel free to apply, and hopefully, you are able to move over there. And I think a lot of people are going to be in that situation where they're like, you know what, I'm going to take that opportunity because, who knows when I'm going to be able to get another job. But it's so ridiculous that this is just being covered up by the whole Sony thing. And I doubt anyone's going to even talk about this. Maybe they'll mention it later down the line. But I doubt anyone will mention this at all. Like anyone from like news outlets or anything like that. Not news outlets, but gaming news outlets where you get your gaming information. They're not going to mention this, and I think that's ridiculous. So please get this out there. You can go to N4G if you want to get it there, but I'll try to have the link down below for you. Yeah, this is just simply ridiculous that they're doing this. And yes, of course, as you can clearly tell, there's something going on with, in a way, Xbox Mike Ibarra is leaving Microsoft after 20 years. I don't know why. They kind of just stated that he's leaving. But there's really no cover-up. I just went to it, and it's on his Twitter right here. After 20 years at Microsoft, it's time for my next adventure. And the great ride at Xbox in the future is bright. Thanks to everyone at Team Xbox. Incredibly proud. Accomplished. He actually said something. There's really nothing else that the other guy said. He was just kind of like stepped away. So this is definitely weird for PlayStation because there's not really much information, and there's also praise about the individual, people talking about him, saying basically like, thank you and all this stuff. It's just something that's kind of just ridiculous of what's going on with PlayStation because just the amount of information that's happening, the things that are going on. It seems really weird, that just suddenly all these different things are just kind of being released as something kind of bad, is happening. I mean, if it wasn't bad, just saying, if it wasn't bad, then why would everything just kind of come one after the other? Why is it coming right after this event? I'm just saying, it does seem suspicious and like coincidence. I mean, all these multitude of things happening. Like I said, this comment, right? I mean, this Twitter thing here, that I hate that everything's going to be drowned out. But PS5 announcement, that pretty much says it all for you, Like right here, there's Sean Layden, former chairman of Sony World Studios, left Sony per the official Twitter account, which is really weird. And of course, someone else as well left. But yeah, it's really strange. I think something is definitely up. And in a way, I think it's something that we should, PlayStation needs to worry about. And us as consumers, we need to worry about this we need to worry about this. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying that this is something, to kind of worry about because we don't know what direction PlayStation is going to go. They have already talked about censoring games. That's going to happen, and it's probably so they could, sell more or do more in China, which is a lot of companies are already doing, which honestly takes me to, well, my next thing. And that is, of course, that Epic Games is actually supporting Hong Kong protests. It says Epic Games, players will not be banned for supporting Hong Kong protests. There have been a lot of people who have been coming out against what Activision Blizzard is doing. It is crazy, just the amount of support that this individual as well, Blitz Chung, is getting, and I think it's great. He took a risk, and his life could be in danger. We don't know, like, the extent of things, how horrible things are over there, and what's going on. there's just so much chaos, and people just, like it says right here, Eric supports the rights of Fortnite players and creators to Epic. Oh no, Epic support of politics and human rights. I mean, it's crazy what's going on, and people, and like even the NBA and probably multitude of other companies trying to just kiss China's ass for that money. They love that money. Gotta love it. Oh, they got money. Oh, we want some. Oh, you are our overlords. We're gonna do whatever the hell you want because we want that money. It's so ridiculous, and I like the fact that everyone is standing up. There's people who are basically, saying, you know what? No, we're not gonna, just because if they own a portion, because right here it says 40% is a big cut though. They're already apparently pulling out of the NBA league. Can you honestly say if a similar event happened to you, you wouldn't have to sever ties with said influential figure? An example, the NBA coach / Hearthstone champ. Yes, absolutely. That will never happen on my watch as a founder, CEO, and controlling shareholder. That's saying a lot. And there's a lot of people, in case you don't know, he said freedom for China. He got his money taken away from him, Blitzchung. And there's actually a bunch of other companies, of other game developers that are like, you know what? No, we're going to, like our game, we're going to pay you. We're going to pay what they wouldn't want to pay, what they took away from you, basically, your earnings. So we're going to give you that. And then we're going to invite you to our league as well, which is like a 500,000 one. So he's going to be able to play in theirs, even though he's banned for 12 months, a year, from Hearthstone. And I honestly have no idea what's going to happen. I honestly have no idea if they're going to, if anything is actually happening, if anything is going to change. Because, I mean, look at what's going on. Do people actually care? I talked to my brother about this, and he was just like, no one in the U.S. is going to actually care, or the gamers, in fact, are going to care about this, and they're just going to keep playing, and it needs to be something huge. It needs to be like a huge movement. But we honestly have to just kind of wait and see if it is going to matter. Right now, I'm just trying to see and look here for Hearthstone, to see where it's at. My brother said that, I mean, they don't have too much. Oh, okay, here, Hearthstone. Oh, the amount of people playing this game actually went down. Earlier, it was like, I want to say maybe 18,000, 14,000, somewhere around there. Now it's at 11,000, 11.1k viewers. I think it needs to go further down, and just nobody really needs to be playing it, in my opinion. I think it needs to just dwindle like there's no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I honestly do hope that the Activision Blizzard gets what's coming to them, especially after the way they've been treating these people, and as well as gamers. Just with everything, the whole microtransaction stuff with Activision and Call of Duty, just a multitude of things that's going on. But we'll see exactly what occurs, what happens with these with these companies, and who's going to be standing with gamers and with actually civil rights, with the rights of the people. That's my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me, or if you think like it doesn't matter, no one's going to really care. Hearthstone's still going to be making a lot of money, and if none of this is going to matter at the end of the day. I think a lot is happening, a lot of changes are occurring, and we're going to see some big changes coming, whether they're good or bad, because I'm telling you, things are going to happen. There's a line has been drawn in the sand, and it's going down. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been having a lot of gaming news lately, and I'm freaking enjoying this, bringing you this gaming information. And yeah, I'll be doing more and more videos. I'm doing my best to do these daily videos, which is so freaking awesome. So leave a comment down below if you're enjoying this, your opinion on all these things. Do you think Sony, there's nothing wrong with Sony? You know, if that's what you think, let me know. And yeah, I will catch you guys on another exciting episode of gaming news. And until then, take care. And for more videos, click over there. Okay, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Yeah, thank you so much. So much fun. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye.